Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Halloween Life. I'm Eddie, and I have a jumbo stack of Halloween cards that I didn't know I needed until I found out they existed on the 4th of July. These I absolutely adore. I fell in love with these as soon as I went into Michael's and saw these sitting on the bottom shelf. Only problem was they had just put the vintage spirits line out, and I found the gumball machine and the big black cat that I wanted. Those were the two important items I wanted from that line, so I went ahead and picked them up. And of course, they're not cheap, so we stacked coupons. And I said, well, I'll come in a little later, and hopefully they'll be there, and I'll pick them up. Went in there 4 days later. That line looked like a tornado had went through it because it had been ransacked, and everything deemed popular by the internet was absolutely gone. No more gumball machine, no more deck of cards, no more black cats. The paper mache buckets, the black cats were pretty much picked over. There was one left. No one touched the skulls or the pumpkins. And so that line is moving pretty quickly. And I agree, things are extremely pricey. And this is why we stack coupons. I've been doing this 24 years. When I try to give advice to anyone, I have the experience and I will try to help you. So this was gone when I went back in there, and I was a little upset because I was like, I wanted to get it that day, but sometimes you just can't get everything all in one bundle like I would want to. I'm not rich. I wish I was, because if I was, then I would have gotten a whole much more. But so I went to another local Michael's, and thankfully they had them in stock. So I ended up getting them, and my heart was no longer broken. So let's talk about price. These are $39.99, and so not relatively cheap. It is a full deck, so we stack coupons. 25% off one regularly priced item, which knocked $10 off of this right away. I think that coupon was expiring today, but they should replace it with something. If not, just reinstate that one, or maybe a 30% one off. That's the one that was expired right before I found the gumball machine, so I had to use the 25% one off. So I used that, and then because I am a Michael's Rewards member, I had another coupon for $10 off. So I ended up saving $20 right off the top of the price, so it ended up being like $21 with tax. So not too bad when it's a full deck of cards, and they're cool illustrations, and you get in a nice little display case. So I opened these. Took me a while to figure out how to open them. That's because they were in upside down, but they do slide. I've only gandered at the first couple of cards because I was like, oh, please don't let them all have the same design on them. So I gandered at two, but everything else I wanted to see with you guys. So I'm going to take these out, flip them out, try not to look. Okay. Ooh, they're sliding. Well, they're slick. Okay, here is the back of the cards. So you're black and orange with this like little star symbol. So that's what they look like from behind. Your first two cards are going to be Joker cards. So this is the front-facing value card. We get the ghost with the black scaredy cat and Michael's pumpkin right there. And then this was the other card that I saw when I opened them. We have this skeleton coming out of the jack-o'-lantern, Michael's jack-o'-lantern, with the top hat. And there's a little bat on his hat. Hope you can see that. Little bat on his hat. That's so cute. Bat on his hat, right? I'm corny. I know. Then we have the Ace of Spades. We have this scaredy black cat. This I've seen people compare this to Johanna Parker. I love Johanna Parker. I have a huge collection of hers. It grows and grows every year. But not everything vintage inspired is Johanna Parker inspired. And Johanna Parker's like black cat, the black cat, has got a little bit more personality, more mischief, playful, and this is more like standoffishy, like kind of get back, I'm not afraid to scratch you type of cat. So we have this cat walking. Love Johanna Parker, but not everything vintage inspired is Johanna Parker inspired. Otherwise, we can call anything Bethany Lowe has ever done Johanna Parker inspired, amongst other wonderful, talented artists. Love you, JP. Anywho, we have this beautiful ghost here on the black. More Joanne Fabrics ghost. If you collect at Joanne Fabrics, you probably know what I'm talking about. But this kind of gives me more of that Joanne Fabrics than it would Johanna Parker. This looks nothing like Gus the Ghost. Then we have the Jack-O-Lantern again from Michaels, which also looks a little bit Joanne's. These look like they're in order. We're on the Four of Spades, and we have this skull with the top hat. This one does not have the bat, though. Beautiful green eyes, orange backdrop. What do we have next? Oh, we have another scaredy cat and a witch hat. Ooh, cards are getting out of my way. Can't have you sneak a peek. Another scaredy cat with kind of that hissy grin. Love the orange backdrops. We got another ghost. This even looks more like the Joanne Fabrics. Rest in peace, Joanne Fabrics. But yeah, that looks more like Joanne's. Okay. Oh, the black owl with the big orange eyes. My sister's going to love this one. She loves owls. Ooh, we got a skeleton holding a jack-o'-lantern. No, don't fall. I did say these cards were slick. That is really cute. That's really neat. I'll put them down right there. Got scaredy cat on top of a jack-o'-lantern again. These are in order, so that is nice. 9 of spades. We have 10 of spades. Again, we have the ghost holding the jack-o'-lantern, like pail bucket this time. No candy in it, so you best be getting to trick or treat. Then we have a jack of spades. And this one is actually full of candy this time. Little candy bucket. I guess this is after the ghost went trick-or-treating with a little skull head. This kind of actually reminds me of the old 90s flashlights. Like if you were to stick that in a bucket pail and surround it with candy, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I think this one's my favorite. The little, he's so happy. He's got a jack-o'-lantern, the skull with its broom. Either he just got done cleaning or he's about to take flight. I don't know which it is, but he's got his little top hat. These skulls like their little top hats, but they ain't wearing no suits. Oh, this is different. We have the moon with the bats. Nice orange background. I promise I can talk. Oh, okay. This is a repeat. So I'm assuming these just kind of repeat now with every suit. Because this was on the ace of spades. So I'm pretty sure that these are repeated now. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's a full deck. Probably cheaper. Save some money by doing that. Let's see. Yep. So now we're in the hearts, and I do believe these are just going to repeat over and over and over again. But what I want to do with these, I think these are just going to look so cool, like in your bookshelves, your bookcases, behind. If you have like vintage-inspired decor, this is going to look so good behind them, like behind your resin pieces, behind your ceramic pieces. And it doesn't have to be the vintage-inspired stuff. It could be just any decor that you like. And I think these will look cool displayed behind those pieces. Kind of like filler decor, just kind of sporadically put it around your home, your desk, your office, something like that. That's what I like to do with the die cuts. So I always have trouble trying to figure out what I want to do with my die cuts because they come in different various sizes. And I realized I like to use them as fillers. Put them behind things, fill in some gaps, add some color where there isn't. And these will do exactly that. These are going to be so fun. So if you are hosting Halloween and you want to come up with ideas and you like playing cards, so I recommend getting these. These are going to be a lot of fun. Your guests are going to love these. These are fun. Who doesn't like giant cards to play? So, so these are just going to constantly repeat. I really love them. I adore them. I think these are just such a great idea if you're hosting a Halloween or a game night. So until next time, happy hunting, stay safe, and happy Halloween. Bye for now.